Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Stock Price Predictions. Come here to get the latest news, the big news, the breaking news about the stock market. What's making the market move up, what's making the market move down. First of all, before this video starts, if y'all would hit that subscribe button, also hit that like button. Not a financial advisor, so do your own research when investing. First thing I want to get into today is the CPI report. As you know, if you've heard, CPI report came in for the month of May, and we are at 8.4. Well, just want you guys to know that that's all fake. Those are fake numbers. CPI report that comes out every month is just a number they want to give us. The reason I'm saying that right now, and the reason that I'm bringing that up, is because the market thinks 6 months ahead. They're always thinking 6 months ahead. Now, why would Jerome Powell put out these numbers of 8.4? Why hasn't he been putting it out higher in the past? Why did it go down in May and then go back up in June? Why? Because I think they're ready to start buying stocks again. I think they're ready to make that U-turn and to secretly start buying stocks to make the market bullish. The reason I say that is because they're coming out with this high number in the CPI. They do that to get the retail investors to start selling, to scare us so they can buy at a cheaper cost. I'm telling you, that's my theory. That's what I think they're doing. I mean, 8.4, we all know inflation's higher than that. We all know it's at least 10, 12%. Last month it was at 8.1. Now they're saying it's up to 8.4. It's a scare tactic. They're ready to buy back in the market. End of story. All right. Used cars were down in May. Now for they were down for April. Now for May, they said they're going back up. You know, they say what they want. No one knows the truth. But I honestly think they're ready to start buying back into the market and getting it at a cheaper cost because they're trying to scare the retail investors to start selling. Which, speaking of, retail investors are not selling. They are still buying and holding. A few months ago, retail investors were buying $1.34 billion worth of stocks each day. That number has gone down some. They're still buying 1.1 billion, but it was at 1.34 billion a day. So retail investors are still holding, they're still buying, even though the average retail investor is down 35%. That is huge. But you know what? We are waiting, we are holding, we're waiting for 5 years. We are trying to build wealth. We're buying now when stocks are cheap. That way when the market turns around, which it does, it always does, you make more. When the COVID virus hit, we thought a third of the world's population was going to die. Market came back, and it came back quick. We were not expecting that. It just came back very quick. So people that were out of the market, they missed out. That's why I think this CPI report, 8.4, trying to scare us. Inflation's way higher than that. Don't get me wrong, I do think that. But with them coming out with that report, that's just to show they want to scare and they want to start buying back in. Now, we know the recession's here. They know the recession's here. They can't formally announce it until July 28th when the report comes out, when the statistics come out, and it will be, then they can actually say that we are in a recession. But we all know that we are. We all know that we are already in a recession. We already know that. Spending's gone way down if you check that out. Traffic into stores, that's all down over 30%. It's somewhere between 30-35%. Inventory's going up. Inventory's up in Walmart and Target around 60%. Lumber prices are going down. So inflation is going to start coming back down. So with that being said, they are going to start buying back into the stock market, the hedge funds, Wall Street, and getting these deals at cheaper prices. That's why they're trying to scare the retail and come out with that 8.4%, which we already know is probably at 12%. So, that's just a scare tactic to scare retail investors to make them think, hey, let's scare them and then let's get back into the market. That's what they're doing. So yeah, that's the deal with the CPI report. It's all fake. Just continue holding like we have been doing. Continue buying like we have been doing. And we're going to do good. Tesla announced that we will have a vote. The shareholders will vote on a stock split in August, at the August meeting. They want to Elon wants to do a 3-for-1 split, 3-to-1 split. So that sounds good to me. I wish that it was more. I wish it was like a 20-to-1 or at least a 10-to-1, but 3-to-1, that's good. So what do you guys think about Tesla? What weight in your portfolio does it hold? You like Tesla or not? Let me know. Let me know in the comment sections what y'all think of Tesla, and let me know what y'all think if we are in a recession. I'm willing to bet that we are already in one. All right, what do you guys think? Leave me a comment in the comment section. Nancy Pelosi, she's buying huge calls. She just bought them last week. She bought them in Microsoft. She bought them in Apple. So I think they know something we don't. And she bought millions of dollars worth of calls. She went all out. She bought lots of calls in Apple and Microsoft. So I think she knows it's about to turn around. And why would she buy those calls if the CPI report came out at 8.4? We can't let these people fool us. We can't. When they say something, you do the opposite. Why aren't they telling us it's 12%? Why weren't they telling us last year it was 12%? It was 12% last year. It's all just a lie. It's all a joke. Don't listen to what they say. Another thing I want to talk about are the favorite stocks that retail investors are buying. All right, this is what you guys are buying. This is what we are holding. The number one stock in March and April that retail investors were buying was Apple. March and April was Apple. Retail investors were buying and holding Apple in March and April. Now for May, that did a little bit of a turn. Not much of a turn, basically a good growth company. But now the favorite stock that retail investors are buying is Amazon. So what do you guys think about that? I think those are both good companies. You can't go wrong with Apple or Amazon. Short term, yeah, we're going down, but long term, I mean, name a better company. Tesla's right there with them. That's my favorite, Tesla. But you also got Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, all good companies in my opinion. Google, but the ad revenue and Google is going down. Companies are starting to buy less advertisement. They're not wanting to advertise as much as in Google, watching YouTube videos. Not as much. YouTube creators are not making as much money. It's a sign we're in a recession. Oh, another thing, very important thing. Remember this. This almost always happens 90% of the time. The market always predicts a recession. When a recession is coming, the market is always first to fall. Okay? The market will fall first, then we get into a recession. All right, that's kind of what's happening right now. But when the recoveries happen, the market will start to go back up. Okay, so the stock market goes down first, then a recession, then we start going back up and recovering, then we start coming out of the recession. So the stock market's like 80% ahead of the game when it comes to the recession. You can follow the stock market to see what's going on, and that's kind of what happened right now. Stock market started going down. Everyone said, oh, we're not going into a recession. We're not going into the recession. The economy's so good. Well, stock market went down. Now what? We're in a recession. But the stock market recovers first before we come out of that recession. We're ahead of the game. So just remember that. Don't panic. Don't panic sell. Just remember, keep buying and holding, because you get them at these cheap discounts, they're going to be worth a lot more in a couple years, maybe even next year, depending on what you're buying and how fast they come up. But yeah, so the recession, this market always is ahead of the recession. It's always ahead in the curve. So, just watch that. It looks like the market's probably going to start going back up, because how much lower can they go? I mean, come on. They have dropped a lot. And so they should start to turn back around. All right, guys. Hope y'all like this video. I'll be back later tonight with another video. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one.